Okay, so we got this image into support. I'm not entirely sure what some of these steps are doing, but the automation is doing something related to scraping this Instagram page at the end. So I made something a little bit similar where we go to Instagram and I have cookies. I think this is your login process. And that's probably why the steps aren't found, is because you are auto logged in. I'm not entirely sure, but anyways, I go to Instagram and I go to some page, which is just like what you end up doing on step 5. I don't know what these click steps are, but again, same thing. I click the followers button, which opens that followers list, and then I scrape a list. So my automation isn't failing at the moment, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you at least what I would do if I'm seeing this in my automation and it shouldn't be the case. So first step is I'll click the plus icon and then click record. And this is going to open the browser to Instagram or the URL that we left off at. Then instead of just clicking play steps in the TaskMagic app and one by one waiting for it to finally succeed, what we can do is we can go into this guided mode and we can test each step. So for example, let's say that this click step was failing for whatever reason. I can click this play icon and we'll see that what I wanted to happen, which was clicking right here, won't happen. So let me pause really quick. Okay, I just updated this click step so that it won't work. So normally what this click step should do is it should have been clicking right here next to this followers button, which will open the page. But I just updated some of my selectors in this step. That way TaskMagic fails so that I can show you how to recreate this. So if I click play, we'll see that it didn't find anything on the screen. What I wanted to happen did not happen. So instead of messing with these selectors and doing something to adjust this, what we can do is we can just delete this step, and then we can click the plus icon, click again, and we can re-record this step. Maybe we want to try from something else if we're seeing that that's failing very consistently. Maybe instead of just 47.3K, we can click this entire section. When we record that step and then click confirm, it'll go ahead and run that for us, which is just another way for us to verify it's working. Now, for your scrape list step, that wasn't working either, which I believe is what had mattered here. So if I click play, we'll see that this scrape list should highlight everything, telling me that this is a working step. In your case, it only had 0 results, so it did not scrape anything. Now, there could be a couple different reasons. Again, I don't know what these steps are doing right here. So make sure that these are all presenting the list correctly. But what we can do is when we verify that clicking this opens this, maybe we need a delay there. We saw that that took a little bit. So I'll add a delay step of 0.0, very small, just a couple seconds. And this will just add a really brief delay before we scrape the list. And maybe that'll help us if this is taking a while to load. But same thing, if this scrape list step is not finding any results, we can delete this step, click the plus icon, scrape a list, and then we can re-grab all of these details that we're looking to get to reset that automation step. The reason this happens is sometimes Instagram could be changing something about this list. There might be something structural that had changed that affected the selectors that we had captured. This is most common on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. However, we have a lot of things for those specific sites that normally catch all of these scenarios for you so that you don't need to constantly re-record these steps.